Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at this really interesting building toy set. This particular one is from a company called Sillbird, and they actually reached out and asked if I'd be interested in checking out one of their building sets. Now, as luck would have it, this specific one that you see here in front of you, I actually had it in my Amazon cart. My wife had seen it, and she really liked the way that it looked, so she put it in the cart. And then a couple days later, I got an email from Sillbird asking me if I would be interested in checking it out. And obviously I said yes. So they went ahead and sent it over. I want to thank them for that. I think it looks really awesome, and I haven't even opened up the box yet. Just from looking at the box itself, I think this is going to be a really cool display piece. Now this is called the Owl Animal Flower Building Toy Set. And basically it's supposed to be an owl that is made up of different flowers. So I thought it was really ingenious. I'm dying to see how they kind of put it all together. So from the box you can see that this is an 8+ set, and it comes in at 1,193 pieces. Again, this is from a company called Sillbird. They do have a couple of other models of different building sets available. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave the Amazon link below where you guys can go ahead and check this one out if you want to pick it up, or kind of check out some of the other building sets they have available. So taking a look around the back of the box, it does show you a depiction of what the back of the actual owl is going to look like, and then some close-up shots of the different flowers. Again, they have small flowers, big flowers, but I just really like the idea of using the flowers to kind of create that shape or that silhouette of the owl, especially because I think it's going to be a really awesome display piece. Obviously, from seeing the box here from far away, you could definitely tell exactly what it is. You can tell that it is an owl, but then when you get up close, you can see that it's made up of all these different flowers. So I want to see what techniques they use to bring it all together. So let me go ahead and open up the box, and we'll see what all is inside. Alright, so I went ahead and emptied out the box, and you do have quite a few things inside of the box besides just the bags themselves. Now, first things first, I do want to mention that I do like the fact that each of the bags are numbered. Sometimes you get certain building sets that they do not number their bags, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But because this is an 8+ set, obviously you want to make it as easy as possible for those younger builders. They do label all the bags. You do have 4 different bags. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means there's 4 steps that you're going to be doing to build this. But within each of the bags, you do have multiple bags. So again, with pile number 1, you have 4 bags labeled 1. Same thing with all of them. I think for the most part, they all have 4 or 5 bags in them. So all in all, you have right around 16 different bags. Now, I do like the fact that they, instead of just going through a ton of steps, they just kept it at 4 steps. Just multiple bags within those steps. Along with the bags, you do get this really chunky instruction manual here. So it has a really gorgeous picture of the finished set here, and really nicely illustrated, nice and vibrant colors, which is really cool. And then right here, it's showing you the 4 different steps that you're going to go through, and then it tells you bag number 1, you're going to be building this right here. And then I was pretty surprised to see that in this first and second steps right here, you're actually going to be using these type of blocks here, so that's going to be pretty interesting because it's going to give it a lot more rigidity, which is nice. Now, besides that, you have this right here, which is pretty interesting. It's a thank you card. So I don't know if it's them thanking you for purchasing it, or if you wanted to use this, maybe put a little note to somebody that you wanted to gift this to, and then either put it inside of the box or outside of the box, but it was sitting right on top, so it's really nice. You get to it very quickly, and you can go ahead and use it. So that was a really nice inclusion, really nice envelope here. It has this green color with the gold trim, looks really nice. And you also have this extra bag here, which has, or this other bag, I should say, which has a couple of these kind of pipe pieces, which are obviously going to be used. And as you can see right here from the picture, kind of, they look more like vines and stuff like that. Now, the last thing that was in there, which was really interesting, was this right here. So you do have this It's kind of a little pamphlet here that is telling you to replace, please replace parts in steps 239 and 242 with bag replacement brick. We apologize for the inconvenience. And it's kind of showing you here the 2 steps and the ones that you're going to be replacing. And then here is the bag with the replacement bricks. Now what this is telling me, it's really interesting, but what this is telling me is that At one point, they found that there was probably an issue, maybe when they were packaging the parts and stuff like that, and they've gone through the process of actually correcting that issue. So that tells me that there might have been some sort of quality control in when they were packaging, but they found the issue and they corrected it ahead of time. Instead of you having to reach out and say, hey, I need extra pieces or replacement pieces because something's not matching up, they went ahead and included it already. Maybe these were already in the run, and instead of having to run everything, they wanted to go ahead and get it out there, and hopefully in later iterations of these sets, they would go ahead and correct that. So again, take it as you may, but I like the fact that they did include that in there, and they're being straight up about it. To include this little pamphlet here with the extra pieces, so you can get your set completed the way it should be. So let's go ahead and put this guy together, and we'll take a closer look at it. All right, so here is the finished product, and I've got to tell you, I hope it looks as good in the video as it does in person. Two things that I can tell you about this building set. The first one is the colors. It's got some really, really awesome colors. It's got a ton of colors, so it's definitely going to be an eye-catching piece. And the second one is texture. It's just all the different building techniques that they put into it to add all the texture. As you know, obviously it's supposed to resemble an owl, which I can tell you at first glance, you can definitely tell exactly what it is. But they went as far as to do all these different textures with different building techniques, and the flowers and the smaller flowers and the bigger flowers, the eyes are so captivating. It's really, really awesome. So again, it is sitting on this kind of perch, which is very, very sturdy. I can tell you that the whole set itself is pretty sturdy. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around so you guys can get a nicer look at the back here. So the other thing that they did add is they added this extra piece on the back right here, which I think is really awesome. It gives it some rigidity because, again, this is a pretty tall set. I'm sitting on the perch here. I would say it's it's probably around 11 or 12 inches tall. I don't know exactly the height of it is. It's about almost 12 inches, just a tad over 11 and a half inches. So again, it's going to be a great display piece. But just the feathers in the back here, so you can tell that they really went all out in designing this, even to the use of these plant features here to kind of mimic the ears of the owl. If you guys know, some owls do have those feathers that come up and give them like pointy ears, so it looks really, really cool. And then just the top portion right here, this piece, it's almost like a crown that tops off the owl. Really, really awesome. So again, if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave a link to the Amazon page below, where you guys can go ahead and check this particular set out, or if you want to see what other sets Sillbird has to offer, please go ahead and check it out. But if you're into building sets and you're using for display purposes, this is going to be a great set for that. There were a couple little things that were a bit challenging, but nothing that I couldn't handle. The 8+ rating on the set, I might bump that up to maybe 10+. 8 might be a little, just a little frustrating with some. I did have to kind of step away when I was building it. But one of the things that I was very surprised is it did not feel repetitive at all. I know with certain sets that you put together, if there's a lot of very similar building techniques that you have to go through, it can get repetitive at times. I can tell you with this guy, no repetitive feeling whatsoever. So I really, really did enjoy the build. So again, this is the Owl Animal Flower building set from Sillbird. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check out that link below to go ahead and pick one up for yourself. But there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.